Welcome to the Refashion Art Home/Art Tour. I'm Laura Madden. Welcome to our happy hour. So if you joined me last Friday at 5 p.m., we did our first happy hour art tour, and I don't know about you, but I actually had a lot of fun. And if you were on last week's happy hour, you noticed that I had a lot of fun dressing a lot more than I need to for my at-home in Arizona, especially. But I realized it feels really good. It feels really good to do this because this is me, this is who I am, and it's totally unnecessary. So obviously the jewelry, the shoes, all the stuff is just a little over the top for my at-home in Arizona, and I love adding just these little touches that are just completely unnecessary, and that's what makes it feel so good and so fun. So if you are new here, I am a sustainable fashion advocate. I'm also a model, and I'm an artist. I do upcycled art. If you follow me on my art page at Refashion Art, I share most of my work. Just about everything is for sale, all are originals, and everything is upcycled, made using repurposed materials. And I'm really proud of that because it's just another way for us to have this style/sustainability conversation, and how can we meld it all together, because they can go together, they do, and I want to demonstrate that for you in all of my content here because it's really important, and it's really important that we all get on board with sustainability, and we can also create a stylish lifestyle for ourselves, and that's what I really want to inspire you to do. So tonight I'm going to do just a mini continuation of the art tour that I did last Friday. I don't know how long I'll be doing these, but next Friday, I don't know. Ed, are we here next Friday?
Yes.
Are you on board?
Yes.
My cameraman is on board, so chances are good. Probability is high. We'll be here next Friday again for happy hour. Cocktail in hand, cocktail dress on. Hope you're joining me at home. Can't see you, but let us know. So we talked a lot about this painting. Last week we started here. I've gotten a lot of comments about this painting. I love this painting. I did this for our last home when we were living in California. It was one of those things that happened on a whim. I needed a piece of art to fill this really large space over our fireplace, and so I was like, I'm just gonna do it myself, which is something I have been doing for many years. So then I had it framed, and this total angel, this artist/art collector/antique dealer/framer framed this for me in this beautiful antique frame, and that was in Oakland, California. And I didn't share a really poignant part of that story that really touched me in a very strange way. When I met with that man, he had been an artist his whole life and worked in the art world as a dealer and a gallerist and all these things. And he was really gruff, but for some reason he took to me. He was like in his 80s. And he said something to me that I really did touch me, but I kind of like blocked it out. I kind of just like put it over there in a box. And he said, keep painting, don't stop painting. And I was just kind of like, thank you, you're cute, thank you for the encouragement. But I think he, now in hindsight, I think he was really trying to get at me, and he was really trying to like wake me up, and I didn't get it. I didn't hear the message. But I'm hearing it now, and I get what he was getting at, because I'm pursuing my art, and I'm realizing I have to do that because it's more than a hobby for me. Another thing that was really poignant about that story was that this man died just a matter of a few months after he framed this for me. He died of cancer, and I didn't even know he had cancer at the time. He had a long battle with cancer, but he actually died shortly thereafter. So it's just one of those stories. It touched me, and it will stay with me in some regard forever. But this one here, this is not for sale. I'll probably never sell this, but I want to say a thing about this because, great art is great art, and that's great, but framing art can make all the difference. Framing art is a fabulous way to, it's like a finishing touch. Like think of a great outfit with that finishing touch, like a finishing, you know, top piece or, you know, accessory, a statement shoe or a designer bag. That is what a frame can do to a piece of art. It can elevate it and it can really personalize it to your decor and your personal style. So, if in doubt, a frame can change everything. A lot of my pieces I sell framed because I'm just a lover of repurposing vintage and antique frames. But, you know, I just love having things complete and fully stylized. And I highly recommend, you know, framing art to pull it all together. So this one here obviously makes it a statement, it makes it a standout because the frame is, I think part of it because it's just so old, you know, it's just very old. And I think it's cool that it's still around, it's still here and it will live on, but it ties it all together and it elevates it. So I just want to say that about framing. I use a great framer here in Phoenix called Frame & Works. They're actually in Arcadia if anyone's interested in need of framing services. They are fabulous. I've used them for, I don't even know how many paintings like that I've had framed by them now. They also do all of my restorations. So any vintage or antique frames that I have that I put a painting into, I bring it to them to kind of like seal it all up and make sure it's fully restored and like new for whoever's home it's going to go to. So that's the thing I really want to say about this because I got so many comments about this and I'm not selling that. But I am on a quest to do as many replicas of this as I can because it's clearly getting some interest. So before we move on, what are you drinking? This is, what is this? Moet champagne. And it is so delicious. So delicious. It is an absolute must for a happy hour on Friday. So I think we can move on now. And I'm curious, leave in the comments, what is your happy hour looking like? Anyone dare to share? Now my cameraman, I don't know if he's gonna really give me the truth or not. Guys, if you have questions, make sure you put them in, use that little question mark button, the bottom of your screen. It's the best way for me to see them. They get lost in the comments, but if you have questions about anything, fashion, sustainability, art, home, champagne, please put it in, use that question mark. Okay, so moving on. We were in here last Friday, so we're not gonna go too much into any of this stuff that we already talked about, but we did replace one piece. If you joined us last Friday, you noticed that we had a piece right here that was a collaborative effort by my husband and I. So I took that down. I just thought maybe we'll try something fresh. I have a ton of pieces. If anyone out there needs art, I have tons of pieces of art that are ready to go and are for sale. So if anyone needs art, please DM me, let me know. I might have something for you. So this one here is actually for sale, and this is one of those ones that I know it's not a replica for presents, which you saw in my foyer, but it is, I'm doing some things that are similar designs. Again, I know it's not a total replica, but I'm doing similar designs. I'm going back to what did I do when I created that painting. A lot of it is so intuitive for me. It's just like, I don't even remember. I know I did it, but I don't remember what I did because I'm just like so in the zone. But slight replica. This frame, I have to point out, I love this frame. I have no idea what year this is from. It's definitely a vintage frame. It's old. And I love that because it's in really fabulous condition and it's still here. So this frame, I will tell you, my good friend Crystal Daniels, she's here on Instagram at Designer Treasure Hunt. She is a designer reseller here in town. So, you know, a fashion girl, of course, is gonna have a great eye. And she found this frame, gosh, I wanna say Savers. Crystal, if you're on there, please, was it Savers or Goodwill? I don't know, I'm pretty sure it was Savers. This is 36 by 48, I believe, 36 by 48. So it came just as the frame, and so I found a canvas that fit perfectly, and then I brought it to my framer, Frame & Works, and I have them seal it all together. So this one here is for sale. This is, again, 28, I it's 28 by 36. DM me if you're interested. I believe it's 28 by 36. It's not 48. It's 28 by 36. This one is $375. If you're interested in this, let me know. It's wired to hang exactly this way. And I really kind of like it, but our walls are full. And so I'm really kind of liking it there, Ed. Are you?
I am, yeah.
I know we can't move your painting, but I am really kind of liking it there. If it was just a little bit wider, I think it'd be a deal. But yeah, so this one's for sale, guys. Anyone interested, DM me. That one will be hard to let go, but that one is $375 and it's ready to go out the door. So, all right, we're gonna move out of the men's room. I don't like spending too much time in there anyway. And and want to talk about what I'm wearing. So just hang right there, hang tight, buddy. So this dress, I absolutely love this dress. This was a find of my husband's doing. This was from an estate sale. And do you remember what the company was, Ed?
I don't.
No. Okay, so my husband found this. So clearly he has a great eye too. And it just so happened to fit perfect. I mean, I wasn't even there, and he knows my style. Thank God, it's only been like 28 years together. So he found this great dress. Do you remember how much it was, Ed?
$1.
It was it was $1?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean that's almost laughable. It is gorgeous. I mean it's gorgeous, and I love there's so much like of this like I don't know undercarriage. I don't know what you call this, but there's so much tulle. It just feels so good. So this was $1. My husband found at an estate sale. So obviously money can't buy style, guys, and I love saying that because I love this dress. Shoes, these are Steve Madden, and these are from my sister's closet. I found them at the 20th Street store. Higher heel than I am used to, or would normally safely trot around in, but they're so thick, they feel safe. I feel safe, and I just love these shoes. I love them. They were like a ridiculous deal, like $17 maybe. I don't know. And then I have like some jewelry that, I mean, old stuff I've just collected over the years, maybe thrift stores. I don't know. This was a gift, but I mean, I just love that element of something just a little unnecessary, like stacked bracelets. Of course, I'm wearing my favorite ring from the Paris flea market. Wore this last week. And then this ring here on my middle finger, this is actually my grandmother's. So this is probably a true antique. This was my grandmother's ring. And then this one here, I don't know, man. I'm afraid to say it might be like a department store thing, but I really love it. I've had it for, I mean, probably like 15 years. I don't know, but I really love it, and it just feels heavy. So it feels good. Yeah, so I think that's it. Yeah, and if you know me at all, you know I love black. I would be fine, like if I just died dressed in black, or black and white, or black and gold, even better. But I thought I'd wear at least some color. Love these earrings. They were a Buffalo Exchange find, and I love a tassel. So I got some coloring, guys. Got some color. Always trying to stretch myself and get more color. So tell me what you think of my look. Do you like it? Happy hour appropriate, of course. Stay at home, Arizona, right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so this one here, I just want to stop here because I love doing faces. I love faces. I'm not sure if the size of this, I don't know, maybe like a 16, no, maybe a 12, I don't know, maybe like a 12 by 16, I don't know, 12 by, I don't know. It's smaller. Love doing faces. So I love this frame. It's very thick. I have no clue if it's old or what. I actually found this in someone's trash in our neighborhood in California. I have no shame in sharing that because it's true. I don't know who the fool was who would literally put this in their trash. Of course, I painted the face. There was some other, like, just, I don't know, print replica that was in the inside that was unmemorable. But still, gorgeous frame. Some idiot put it in their trash. You know, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I repurposed this, and it was just like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 summers ago. I think it was when we first moved in that I made this face. No, it was last summer. It was last summer. And then I thought it was perfect right here in this little nook. But I like to keep my fireplace area really minimalist. So I'm really a nut about clutter. So anyway, that's that. Love faces, but I need to get back to my faces because I have not been doing many faces lately. So yeah, let me know what you think. Do you like the faces? Should I do more of them or move on from them? Just curious. So I want to stop here in this little corner. I snuck this in. My husband hates this. I did make reference to this last week. My husband hates this guy. What do you hate about it, Ed? What do you
I
hate?
don't know.
What do you hate? Like, what is it about this?
I don't know.
You don't know. Is it the gold? Or
Yes.
is it okay. So it does kind of look like a little Star Wars character. And I love this because I love gold. I love repurposing like the paper thing. This actually is packing paper from our move. You know, when you move, you get so much leftover stuff. And this underneath is actually this mini wine rack that I found at Goodwill. And so I just kind of mushed the paper all around it. I really love this little guy, but my husband hates it. So if you're interested in this beauty, which is a statement piece for sure, please DM me because this is officially for sale. Hate to let it go, but my husband is not a fan. DM me, we can talk about a price. I would love for that to go to a fabulous new owner. So Ed, how are we on time?
Almost 20 minutes.
Almost 20 minutes. Gosh, time flies. Time flies when you're having so much fun, right? This is my third live today, you guys, so I don't know if I'm nuts, but I've been very disciplined this whole stay-at-home time, and I realize that really helps me feel grounded. And so putting myself on a schedule every Monday and Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do my Refashion Talk lives. I do them in my closet. We talk about fashion, and refashion is my term for the reinvention of our relationship to fashion. So Monday and Friday, 11 a.m., catch me there. Then at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I do my live art demo, which is out in my studio, which is not air conditioned. If you saw me today, I'm so sorry. I was ultra grubby and got very sweaty because it was very hot. And then I think we're gonna start doing live happy hours because we're home, we're here, why not, right? But today technology was not working well for me. It was not working well for me. I don't know what the deal was, but it really was, ugh. And I know I've talked to some other people who had issues with technology today, so that is not fun. So this one here, this is the last one we're gonna talk about. I know you guys all have, dinners and drinks to get onto, maybe places to go, I don't know. So this one here I did when we first moved in. I did it for this wall. This canvas came from Goodwill, and I painted over it. So this was done summer of 2018. That was our first summer here in Arizona. And this one doesn't really have a name. It's been untitled up until now, but I think I want to call it Beloved. It is 35 inches by 45 inches, and I just love bold lines. I love bold lines. Like I said, I love black and white. This one here I got a little adventurous, and I used a little bit of color. And so this is mostly leftover house paint from our renovation, some spray paint. The green was a little bit of spray paint, and then there's some oil. Some of the color in here was oil, and I love this frame has extra thickness, and I love that. It's a thick canvas, or did I say frame? I meant canvas. Extra thick canvas, and so for me, it just gives it a little, extra boldness. A little extra impact feel. And somebody had asked me recently what do I consider art, or how do I know when a painting is done? And so if I'm working on a painting, I know when it's done when I have this sense of harmony. When I feel a sense of harmony, no matter what's going on with it, if I feel that sense of harmony and calm, then it's done. And for me to look at something and feel that it's art, I have to feel something. And that's my definition of art. It has to make you feel something, because you can have the most beautiful things, beautiful clothes, beautiful pictures, but if it doesn't actually make you feel something, it's just a pretty picture, right? So that's my definition of art. And I don't know, for some strange reason, I felt something with this, and I thought this was the perfect place to go. If anyone saw, I did a really cool spread for the Women of Style edition for Modern Luxury Scottsdale back in September. That's their style issue, and we got a really great photo right here. I was in this fabulous red dress, which also was a vintage Goodwill find. But a lot of people recognize this painting from that Modern Luxury spread, which I thought was really cool because I just love that dress and I love that picture in front of this painting. So that was pretty fabulous. So that's it. We did one, two, three. Well, I guess we really only did 4 paintings. What time are we at, cameraman? We're at 22 minutes. All right, well, I know we said we were gonna keep it at 10. I am just like eternally failing at keeping these short and sweet, but I try. I try every time to keep them short and sweet, and I'm working on it. I'm working on it. So guys, if you have questions, let me know. Please type them. You know, you can put them in the comments or you can use that little question mark button. Please DM me. Don't hesitate if you have a question about my process with the art, how I source the art. Again, all of these paintings, all of this art is repurposed. So it is from a secondhand source. One I got out of someone's trash, no shame. Serious sustainability nut. This was from Goodwill. The other one was from Savers and Goodwill. So, I'm just really passionate about reusing, repurposing, and I really do hope that this encourages you to look for beauty where it's not normally found, in discards, in things that are old, or maybe quote unquote out of style. Because what is style? Nothing is out of style unless it's not your style. So I could go on and on. I could just turn this into I guess like a TED Talk at home. But I won't. I'll stop there because I know you guys all have things to get to. So thank you for joining me. And let me know, should I do more happy hour? Should I stick to the refashion talks in the closet? Should I stick to the art demos? Let me know what is fun and valuable. And at the end of the day, I just want to make the best of this time because it is such a unique time, and I hope you are safe and able to stay home and able to be in your leisure during this time, because it is a true luxury and a privilege. So thanks for joining, guys. If you like my style, if you really love fashion and art and you care about the planet, I hope you'll check me out on my website. I am lauramadden.com. I have my blog there, Refashion Report, and I'm offering virtual styling sessions. If anybody really, if you're interested in doing that, they're priced very low, so I really want people to take advantage of them. But DM me, guys, stay connected, and thank you so much for being here. Happy Friday.